Hey guys, welcome back to my garden. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you around the front yard and show you some beautiful plants I tucked in the space, and I hope for next spring it just looks gorgeous. Okay, it's a nice setup for next spring. At least that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm planting and setting myself up beautifully for next spring. Now this is the space. To begin with, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to find an old photo of what this space looked like before, so that you can actually see the difference. And I know if you've been watching the channel, you can actually see the difference because it's a little bit more open. It's not as close as it was before, so you'll be able to see that. And we're not finished yet. Okay, so these are the plants that I tucked in, and I'm gonna start over on this side. So first here I have a hydrangea. This is a dragon baby hardy hydrangea, and I tucked this in this space because it's gonna get 2 to 3 foot tall, and it's gonna just fill in this area right here and just make this space look gorgeous. Now I had a rose here before, and I totally removed the rose because I didn't like how the rose looked from this corner here. And as I plant, I'm going to show you exactly what I want to do, but this is going to look simply gorgeous. I'm going to put a screenshot of what this plant is going to look like just in this corner right here. Now this one here, this was a transplant out of this corner, and I just tucked it in this corner here. This is a I can't remember the name, but this plant was totally just dying, so I pulled it out here. I clipped off some of the deads and just tuck it in hopes that it will come back. But this is not one of the new plants. This is a plant that I had before, so that is not one of the new plants. But the hydrangea is gonna shine. This is gonna totally shine in this corner. And then we have over here, and you can see the name right there. It's a ginger wine Ninebark. Look at that. This baby here is gonna get 5 to 6 foot tall. Now just imagine, step back and imagine this plant in this space, what it's gonna look like when that dark foliage just comes up in front of that hydrangea right there, and next to the lemony lace elderberry. All those textures, all those beautiful leaves is gonna just fill in and look perfect with a little bit the pop of red in the back, and then the purple to the side, which we're gonna get to because it's the next plant that I put in the ground. And it just, this is really, for me, I feel like I just set myself up here perfectly for spring next year, because you're gonna get some spring blooms. You're gonna get healthy plants with gorgeous leaves, gorgeous blooms. It's just and then when the summer hits and everything else start to bloom around these plants, just imagine, just use the imagination for just a moment. Gorgeous. I always wanted this plant, and every single time, you see, in my area, I think people snag plants a lot, like soon as it comes out. So by the time I get to the nursery or I get to the garden centers, most of these plants are gone. And sometimes when it's gone, I don't remember to ask them, like when it's coming back in. Like I could ask the nursery to order this stuff for me, but because it's just onesie twosie because of the space it's going in, I don't want to put them through that, or me going through to having to wait just for one plant. If it's a grouping of plants, yes, but not just one plant. So I kind of just step back and always wait until plants like this come in for me to get them. Anyway, just that is gonna look so beautiful. And now we're stepping over here with these beautiful turtle purple flowers. These purple flowers, doesn't they look like turtles? Turtlehead hot lips, that's the name of this plant. Oh my goodie. When I saw it, I was like, oh, this will look good in the front garden space. It's not gonna get that tall. I think it's gonna get about probably like 2.5 foot. Yeah, I think like 2 foot to 2.5 foot it's gonna get. I didn't see the specs on the tag. I got the tag at the bottom there with the name on it, but the tag is broken, so some of the specs is off the tag. But ooh, just imagine. Yep, that's it. Just looks beautiful in this corner. And most of these plants are -40. Like the Ninebark, I think it's oh, -40. Yes. Oh, -40. And I believe the hydrangea might be. I have some boxwood that I'm going to move from one area to the next, and the boxwood is going to come right in front here. I think I have about 5 of them, so I am going to put the boxwood, but I'm going to get them, line them up to see what it looks like before I start planting them. But just imagine all these plants a little taller with the boxwood next spring. And forgot to mention, if you remember, this limelight hydrangea that is flourishing over here was right over there where I put the other lemony lace elderberry, and I moved it from there to there because I feel like it's gonna shine better in this corner right here. I just feel like it's gonna do a whole lot better in this corner. And I put the elderberry, the lemony lace over there. Not elderberry, but lemony lace. So I moved something else. Oh, I moved the lavender rose from over there as well, because the lemony lace is gonna get pretty big in this corner. Like this guy, during the course of last year, it grew a lot, so I know it's gonna kind of like fill in this corner here. And maybe during the spring I could add, you know, like some spring flowers or something below that gives it a little bit more show. But as far as having perennials in the garden, the idea is to put the perennials in place so that the space always looks good. Now during the winter, I am gonna have some winter interest with structural plants. You know, some of them are deciduous and some of them are still gonna have their leaves. So this corner is still gonna look really nice. And then when I put the boxwoods to line in the front here, you know what, I'm gonna go get the boxwoods and get to doing this so that I can really see how this space is gonna look after. Okay, so I set up the boxwood. I put 4 of them right in front there, and I haven't planted them yet. I'm about to plant them, but I wanted to set them up and see how they was gonna look before I start putting them down in the ground. And I thought this would look like semi-formal. It will look beautiful with all these flowers behind it. If I had a lot of boxwood, I probably would do like a full hedge, like from out here and come around, but then I would have to move these plants. So that's a no-no. Right in front here would be great because it just gives this little section here just a line of like some sort of, not symmetry, but just to make it, you know, make this front like a little more formal, and then everything else in the back, something like that. Now I do have the sedum there, and I'm not sure if I want to move it yet. I got one more boxwood over here. I might bring one from the back and put it over here as well. Or I might just leave this space to put like maybe like some lamb's ear or some other flower, maybe an annual or something like that. But I haven't decided with this yet. I haven't even decided if I want to move the sedum, because the sedum does look nice, a little pop of something, and I love sedum. So I'm not sure about that yet. I just might leave that there. And I can't put another boxwood right here, because then I would have to cut it or shear it back way too low because of the arborvitae. And this arborvitae I absolutely love. It's a standard, and it's just that bright pop of yellow and green in this corner. So I definitely don't want to move that. Guys, I'm like in front of my yard, of course, so traffic is moving and a lot of noise because people is working. So this video is probably gonna have a lot of outside noise, as you can hear. Sorry about that. I'm still working on my little head wireless microphone that cuts some of the noise. Hopefully this is not too interrupted. But the thing I have to mention, these boxwood are so small. If you notice, they have like a little light yellowy color, which I'm gonna put some iron in this area as well, just to help these boxwood. The area that it was, which is all the way over there under a tree, they were struggling so bad. Like, these boxwood didn't have much growth on them at all because they were struggling so bad. And one of the reasons why they were struggling so bad is because of there's no irrigation in that area, and ever so often it just gets water by the rain, and once in a while I water it, but it needed to be water a lot more. So that's one of the reasons why they struggle so bad. So I'm definitely gonna put some plant tone when I dig and plant these, at least to help the root ball. You can see they have very big root ball because they would dig out pretty good. But I'm gonna put some plant tone to really, help them a little bit more, and then put some iron around them once I'm done. This corner looks so good. So good. From a distance, from close up, turn this way. So good. So I put the sedum in this corner. This boxwood I brought from the back south garden bed. I'm gonna show you that. I was debating whether I wanted to move it or not, when I posted the last video, and so I did. And that's because I wanted something for this area here, so that's why I moved it. Otherwise it would have stayed in its place until I really decided that I really want to move it. But in this case, it's doing this corner perfect. It's doing this corner some justice. Again, when the lemony lace grow out, it normally falls through. Well, it gets big, so I know it's gonna fall through here and kind of fill in that little space. I can tuck some annuals around here if I want to, just to give it a little bit more, you know, zazz. And the boxwood looks so good. So I use all 5 of the boxwood right here. These guys were really struggling, and as you can see, I add some plant tone when I was planting them, and I also add a little bit of iron. You can see the redness. I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but yeah, I add the iron tone to help because they look a little discolored, and of course we know that they were struggling. So, and I kind of pull up my irrigation to make sure that that I can make sure that the irrigation is running properly. I am gonna do it again next spring before I put mulch in this corner. I'm debating whether I want to cover it up with mulch or leave it alone. I might bring some mulch and just put it to zazz it up a little bit. I'm not sure about that part yet, because normally in the fall I don't really put mulch like that, but in this case, because I raised up the irrigation and I just plant so many things, I might put some mulch to help secure the root balls and stuff a little bit more. So yeah, anyway, doesn't this look really nice? I'm gonna go to the back and show you. Now this plant here I am gonna move, but not right now because I don't know where I'm putting it. So that one is gonna stay there for right now, just for right now. But I am gonna move it because I don't like how it falls down over the bricks like that. Yeah, but this, beautiful. I finally got a little bit of formality in this area and some beautiful plants. Okay, going towards the back. Okay. So today I am babysitting for a friend, her 2 kids, 2 of my god kids, I should say. And they're on their way. They're 15 minutes away, so I'm trying to do this before they get here because things are gonna get messy. Anyway, this is where I take out the boxwood. Right there. This is my south garden space. And I'm gonna plug these 2 plants right in there. I don't remember the name of these plants. They were in the front garden bed. They were proven winners plants, but I just don't remember the name right now. Anyway, look how many butterflies. 1 over there, 1 over there, 1 over there. So many butterflies. So beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to tuck that in, and that's my goal, just to see these butterflies, the bees and the butterflies. Oh, that's going to make me so happy. Anyway, I'm going to plug that in there just to secure that space. Not to secure it, but to have it plant. And one thing else I wanted to show you guys. Look, I got a few blooms. Look at that. We cut it back, and we're starting to get some blooms. Yes. So this corner is doing well. I have got to find a name for this plant and put it on the screen. I put 1 over there because both of them couldn't hold in between here. So this, it blooms white. So that's gonna look perfect right there, and the other one over there. I do have to water them in, so I'm gonna get around to that part. So this could be done with, and then back to the front. I just love how the front look, y'all. It's so gorgeous, so gorgeous. Y'all, I am challenged with the noise today because my neighbor is doing a lot. So anyway, beautiful, beautiful picture, isn't it? Oh God. Anyway, I gotta take care of my mess over here. I do have to clean up this area. I have some roses that I took out of this bed, and I might be planting them under that tree right there. At some point the tree do give the plants a little bit of shade, but most of the time it gets full sun. So I'm definitely gonna take these plants, cut them back, and plug them in over there. The reason I'm gonna cut them back is because I know they're transplanted. I took them out from since yesterday, and I soaked the root ball in water, and I know it's gonna, you know when you transplant a new plant, it's gonna shrivel up a little bit. So I am gonna have to cut it back some before I put it in this area. And then I thought about putting it in so many other places, but y'all, I do not have more space for roses, especially in full sun area. So I had to tell myself that I'm not gonna buy any more roses. Like I shouldn't buy any more roses. And I don't want to say ever, because I might end up buying some more roses, because there are some beautiful, beautiful roses out there. So, but for right now, I'm gonna shake my head and said no. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'm not gonna video me cleaning up my mess, but I am gonna show you guys in my next video when I plant those. You guys have an amazing day. It's a beautiful day out today. Right, the highest is gonna be 78, but it's gonna get around 52 later. And then tomorrow is gonna be really cold. Tomorrow the highest is gonna be 60, so it's gonna be really cold. Well, not really cold. That's cold in my brain. That's not cold for a lot of people. In fact, that is great for some people, but for me it's cold. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you guys enjoy this. Hope you have an amazing Saturday, because it's so gorgeous out, and you should by all means come out and enjoy this day. Whether it's in your garden or doing something else, do enjoy it. You guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for spending your time out here with me. I hope to see you all in my next video. You guys have an awesome one. Bye.